toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky and Bowling Green. As we'll see, the winners of 10 straight, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hilltoppers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Tulsa's offense will have the football first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Hilltoppers offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off the defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
To the air, it's Reed. Got his man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Working that left side now. Open space at the 25. Flying down the left side. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Brings it down on the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. He'll do it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Tulsa wasting no time.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still do.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Runs through a tackle. Makes a man miss. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man, it's Parks. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Third down coming up.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Western Kentucky, Tulsa, 7.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Dances away to buy time. He turns it loose to the left. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Number 19.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Western Kentucky, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The run to the left. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something.
There he goes. Loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Hilltoppers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Parks. Oh, what a cut! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. News
trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Now rolling to the left. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession, but that's about the only good news for the offense on that play.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't see.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They're going to test the right side with this one. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down,
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Topper! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
and it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pressure coming. He fires a bullet to the right.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Tease. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your lead.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Under fire. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
To the air, it's Reed. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roberts. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Just moments ago, the Golden Hurricane stuck in its own end, and now they're generating some momentum. Caught in the backfield, it's Tease. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. These corners going to give them some space. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He has the 1st and still on his feet. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Parks. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Tulsa will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Hilltoppers want to move quickly.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that early. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well,
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. And with the it, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen and the defense ran right through it. Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna look downfield again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on target this time. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. To the air on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that down marker. The Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Parks. Got it set up on the outside. Nice move, creates some space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of... Oh, he's got some space! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. Lots of running room. Inside the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They hit the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Pocket breaking down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to pass. It's Parks. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Touchdown, Tulsa! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pulled and fired complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires deep on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He's got it. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Back to pass, it's Reed. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Floats it out in space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Plows through the defense. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Loses 6. Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
On the option. Now the toss. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Moving away from pressure. Gets away. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. They want that clock to run. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tulsa moved the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. They'll go to the counter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, stops the clock after a short pickup of 7, and it's getting dire in terms of the clock. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man, and he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking for a man. It's Parks. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on